Good morning, folks. In case you missed last night's upload, we're going to take a look at the X-class solar flare that ripped out of the center of the Earth-facing disk. This is directly Earth-facing. The ejecta clearly is heading this way, another Earth-directed CME. The halo eruption, pretty plain to see. There's no doubt about the trajectory of the burst. Quick note, it's too faint to see here, but if you go check the images yourself, you'll see the sun-diving comet, yet again before the flare. NASA's Enlil spiral focuses on the blast and shows the direct impact to the yellow dot, which is Earth. Meanwhile, NOAA's Enlil spiral has both the X-flare CME and the previous CME from the M4.5 flare. We've got two impacts expected in short order. The second eruption is expected to ramp the speed of the solar wind higher than we've seen it in months. Geomagnetic storms, and possibly major ones at that, could be a matter of hours away, with the first impact due to arrive in less than 24 hours. Now, folks, an X1 is not that big of an eruption. We've taken many of those and much larger, up to 10 times larger in the last 12 to 15 years. But it is the back-to-back nature of these CMEs that could be a bit more disruptive, and the fact that Earth's magnetosphere is weakening at a concerning rate. This impact will test Earth's magnetic shield like we haven't seen in a long time. If you'd asked me yesterday which sunspot was more likely to flare, I'd have said the south. The north lacked Delta-class complexity, but, as we'll see here, Delta Schmelta, the entire grouping got into the mix as the triple negative umbras to the left worked in kind to surge around the positive core counterclockwise, and then into the center, and boom. The southern sunspots remain in general decay this morning, but look at that Delta mixing hanging on at the backside. We also note a small group of new sunspots swinging in. Earth's shield is already experiencing instability before the CMEs arrive. Some higher density readings in orange are detected by the ACE satellite, it's the solar wind. This is accompanied by a level 1 radiation storm at Earth, polar proton bombardment of a solar energetic particle surge due to the X-class flare. Sensitive metrics are shuddering as near-Earth space becomes destabilized with the plasma cloud on its way to Earth. Meanwhile, top weather story came out of Spain. A devastating amount of hail in a very short period of time caused some pretty bad flooding. This event was similar to the Arizona flooding event in that the amount that fell in such a short time is meteorologically baffling. Got two systems we're eyeing in the Atlantic. One of them could be a significant southeast threat if it gets organized. In the Pacific, we've got a named storm and two tagalongs readying to shoot up the coastline once more. The power low is north of the Great Lakes, and the tornado-making convergence of the last few nights remains once more. I'm highly skeptical of NOAA's watch zones this evening. Flash flooding is possible there, but should also be the yellow alert. Severe weather along the northern portions of the convergence, so please check your local forecast if you live anywhere along that line tonight. Looks like Europe, hopefully going to have a bit of a lighter day today. Meanwhile, we've got much of the same flow to southeast Australia. Watches remain. Here are our other storm zones and shots of our star to close. 6:35 a.m. Eastern Time, 3:35 a.m. here in Spokane, Washington. That's the news. Eyes open. No fear. Be safe, everyone.